You know how a mirror is during the day? It's just a mirror. You use it, you fix your hair, you don't even think about it. But at night, something's different, isn't it? That same reflection can suddenly feel a little unsettling. And today, we're going to find out exactly why. So just picture it for a second. It's late, the house is completely quiet, and you happen to catch your own reflection in a dimly lit room. You pause, and for a moment, something just feels different. I'm not talking about some kind of jump scare horror movie moment. No, it's way more subtle than that. It's just this strange, quiet feeling that something is, well, off. Yeah, that feeling. That split second where the person looking back at you doesn't feel like the person you know. Well, it turns out this is a super common experience. You're not imagining it. Your own brain is playing a really fascinating trick on you. All right, so what's the first piece of this whole puzzle? Well, it's not about ghosts, it's not about anything supernatural. It all starts right up here, in your head, with how your brain tries to make sense of the world when the lights go down. See, your brain is an incredible pattern recognition machine, but it needs good data to work with. And in dim light, the information it's getting is kind of fuzzy. Shadows are shifting, edges get blurry, and it can't make out the tiny details of your face. So what does it do? It starts to guess. It fills in the blanks. And because our brains absolutely hate uncertainty, they often interpret this incomplete picture as something unfamiliar. And this whole filling in the gaps thing, it isn't just a random guess your brain is making. It can actually trigger a very specific and honestly a very weird psychological effect that's been documented. That's right, this feeling actually has a name. It's called the strange face illusion, and it's a completely real thing. Basically, if you stare at your reflection long enough in low light, your brain gets bored with the same old image and it starts improvising. So how does this illusion actually work? You can think of it like a little glitch in your own software. Your brain's neurons get tired of looking at the same static image. So to compensate, your mind starts to literally rewrite what it's seeing. Your nose might seem to shift a little, or your eyes might look different, and all of a sudden, that familiar face in the mirror starts to feel like a stranger's. But it's not just about a visual trick. There's another, deeper reason why these illusions feel so unsettling, and it has everything to do with our ancient, primal survival instincts. I mean, think about it from an evolutionary perspective. For thousands and thousands of years, darkness meant danger. It's where the predators were. So when night falls, our brains naturally shift into this state of high alert. Our senses get sharper, and we're subconsciously scanning our environment for threats. So when your reflection suddenly looks unfamiliar, even for a split second, that ancient survival alarm goes off, flagging it as a potential danger. And that's what triggers that feeling of unease. So, we have a brain that's confused by the lack of light, and we've got our survival instincts kicking into high gear. Now, let's add the final ingredient to this strange recipe, the mirror itself. This gets to the core weirdness of what a mirror really is. It's not just an object. It's like a portal to a reversed reality with a perfect duplicate of you inside. Now, during the day, this feels completely normal. But at night, when your brain is already on edge, this other you can feel strangely independent, almost like a separate entity. The quiet of the night gets rid of all the other distractions, right? There's no background noise, no other movement, so all of your focus just locks onto that reflection. Every tiny flicker of your eyes, every subtle shift in your expression gets amplified, and that intense focus on this silent, moving duplicate of yourself just adds to that unnatural, unsettling feeling. So what does this all really mean? Well, it boils down to a fundamental fear of the unknown. That slightly distorted face, that shadow that just doesn't make sense, your brain can't immediately categorize it. And when your brain can't understand something, especially when your survival instincts are already fired up, it defaults to caution. It treats that anomaly as a potential threat. So in the end, the secret isn't in the glass. The mirror is the exact same object it was at noon. The change, that happens inside of you. Your perception, your awareness, your ancient instincts, they all shift in the darkness. So now I've got to ask you, does this sound familiar at all? Have you ever had your own unsettling experience with a mirror after dark? We would love to hear your stories, so let us know in the comments below. If you found this little exploration of the mind as fascinating as I did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of our everyday lives. Because, as we've just seen, sometimes the scariest things aren't hiding in the shadows. They're staring right back at you.